final of the mile in the 1,500 meters in 3 out of the last 4 championship meets. Zach Freeland could factor in heavily as well. 4th in this mile event a year ago. A run with that number 8 hip.
And Zach Freeland, you're going to want to pay attention to his strategy early in this race, because he's a taller runner. So he's going to have to make sure that he does not get himself in trouble in a pack.
Second section underway. Top 3 of this section will automatically qualify for the mile final tomorrow. And we await the next 6 fastest times over these 2 sections. Early surge for Charlotte, much like we saw in that first section of the men's mile. Zach Freeland came in expected to factor in heavily just off the podium a year ago. Certainly has his sights set on getting to a podium here this year.
And it's a smart race strategy by Zach Freeland, because he's taller, he's getting out in front, out of trouble of potentially being boxed in a pack. The other thing that comes into play with Freeland is he doesn't have amazing leg speed, so he needs to take it out a little bit more of an honest pace at the front.
Still early, but this second section has gone out a little bit faster, about 12/100ths of a second faster than we saw on that opening lap in section number 1. Now Freeland at the front, Andrew Murray of Rice running in second. Kipyego finds himself in third. He was a top 10 finisher, speaking of Kipyego, at the cross-country championship, so plenty of stamina in those legs. Get a sense of how quickly they've gone out with how far this field has already spread out with 5 laps to go.
It's just more of an honest pace that Freeland has taken this race out. So it's a different strategy. He's pushing from the front. He's forcing everybody else to have to keep up with him.
In his second full year with the Charlotte program, had a chance to talk to his distance coach the other day about how much more comfortable he is in a Charlotte jersey this year.
He's really started to settle in from the training, transferred in from Queens 2 years ago. So there's always an adjustment phase when you move to a new program. Charlotte's a very strength-based distance training process. We did a workout the other day. It was 5 miles by 6-minute pace with a 1-minute jog in between. So you're really tapping in to your aerobic conditioning there.
Those are the type of workouts I try to avoid.
Also, you want to pay attention, in 4th right now, Tulsa's Graham Stevener. He's just a freshman, but he has a really good kick. He's a great closer, so that could come into play in the last 400 meters or so of this race.
Pace has cooled slightly for Freeland as he continues to lead about 3 seconds slower than that first section. Could this be shaping up much like we saw in the women's mile, where a majority of the time qualifiers came from section 1? Since these athletes maybe sensing that a little bit as the pace picks up. Freeland, Murray, and Stevener in front of this pack.
Stevener making a move on the backside in the 3rd.
Diego have, in terms of a kick, very talented cross-country runner running in 4th.
Diego has good speed, so that's something to keep an eye on too. Freeland looks in control the whole way.
Murray has been a bit of a surprise running in 2nd. Here comes the move from Stevener of Tulsa. Look at this field fan out on the turn. Come down the home stretch. Freeland trying to win this one wire to wire. Some jockeying. Everyone giving everything they have. It will be Zach Freeland who takes it 4:05.78. Stevener 4:06. Some more and makes his way in as well, but times from that first section looked great. And Alex Sawyer, the defending champion, is going to get the last qualifying spot at 12.
Well, this is just the wind-up, last 50 meters or so, and nice little rush to the finish. But a great job by Zach Freeland of making it a really honest race through the entire thing. Ran that pretty evenly throughout.
Heck of a finish there for Stevener, who finds his way in that big Q qualifying spot. The freshman will appear in his first mile final tomorrow. Muhammad with the fastest time, and Charlotte doing exactly what they wanted to, getting the two top qualifiers ahead of tomorrow's final. Alex Sawyer, as we mentioned, the defending champion in this event, gets into the field by just over half a second.